Hello everyone, Brendan Snyder here. How are you? Thank you so much for joining me and welcome to a music collection tour. This one focusing on my mini box sets, all those little box sets you see sitting there on top of the CD shelves. I'm going to run through those with you and how I store them and alphabetize them and all that sort of stuff. And so many of you guys know that I just moved from New York City out to New Jersey, bought this house and built this music room. You can see that it wraps on around there like that. So there is a lot going on. I've got 150 of those little box sets on display out here. Now I have a much bigger box set collection, but a lot of those are the bigger ones and they can't go on display out here. So those are put away, but these were able to go on display. And that's actually how I designed these shelves here. I wanted them to sit a little lower like that so that I could put these out on it. I had no idea I was going to get 150 of them to sit out there, but I did. And so we're going to take a look at those here as part of this video. But before we get started, if you're new to my channel and you haven't already hit the subscribe button, please click the button. Also leave a comment, hit like. All those things do help support my channel and I would greatly appreciate it. But let's go ahead and get set up and start taking a look at these. All right, so here we are outside the music room to give you guys the full experience as I go up the stairs and we start to come into this space. You can see the music racks and all the box sets along the top of it there. So there's other things that are on display here, and I do want to make a video about those things, calling it, music on display or something. But here we go with a lot of these box sets, and I just want to give you a quick rundown of these sort of things so that you can really kind of feel the amount of these things that are there, and then I'm going to get into them with you. All right, so here we are at the start of the box sets on top of the shelf here. Very simple, in fact, that they actually are just alphabetized A through Z. Nothing specific in terms of like genres or anything like that. If you guys have seen my other music collection videos, you know that I like to separate out my CDs via genre. In fact, the ones that were stacked over here is the regular rock section, but I do have separate ones for glam metal, heavy metal, alternative rock, and so forth. But as far as the box sets go, they just go alphabetically. Pretty simple stuff. In fact, the first one that starts off here is from Annihilator. Then next to it is America. So it's like, doesn't matter whether it's metal, it's classic rock, it's whatever, it goes here. A lot of cool ones in here. I've got these David Bowie ones. This one here in particular, the Who Can I Be Now? But these things are awesome in that look how many CDs and things fit in these. So a lot of these have 8, 9 CDs in them. Some of these other ones are the ones that are album collections and stuff like that. And so they've got, 12 CDs. So there's a lot of CDs in a little space as part of these box sets. But I've got a number of these Bowie ones. Most recently, he put out a deluxe edition 3 CD set of the album Toy. So ones like those that are in here. Morica, which is a Black Crowes box set that contained their early albums with bonus tracks and stuff. Here's one of the latest box sets that I had just gotten from this past year in 2022, Blondie, Against the Odds. And this one too, I've always enjoyed this. This was one that they did a 3 CD set that had come out as part of, at the time, let's see if I flip that over the right way, their album, which was Ghosts of Download. But this also had, I don't know if it had live, yeah, it has a live album, and it's also got greatest hits re-recorded. So that was cool. One of my favorites, new wave of British heavy metal band Budgie in here, and 3 of their albums together. We've got Never Turn Your Back on a Friend, In for the Kill, Bandolier. We've got Bad Company anthology with a cool die cut on it like that. This is a good one here. Baker Gurvitt's Army. Ginger Baker and Adrian Gurvitz made 3 albums together. Adrian Gurvitz coming from a band called Gun. Did a lot of other things, 3-man army, stuff like that. We've got a Graham Bonnet box set in here, Reel to Reel. This one collects together a couple albums of his from that era, but also unreleased archival stuff. And this one's a good one. This Chris Cornell with another die cut type sleeve that goes over it. And only came on the box set. They didn't do this to the vinyl for some reason. But that's a cool one. And then like I was talking about, where you have some of these that do album collections and stuff like that. So there's a lot inside, and we've got one for the Cars that collect up their 6 studio albums. No bonus tracks or anything on it. Always kind of like it better when they don't, when you just get the album itself in there. This was a cool one. Phil Collins, Take a Look at Me Now. Now he did all of these individually, but I think you bought the box with the first one or the first 2 or something, and then you were able to fill it all in like that. So double CD set reissues of each of those albums, and one of the best ones ever. Rare Call. This is such a cool box. So much good stuff inside here. Rarities and things like that. Demos, outtakes, stuff like that. We've got a Leonard Cohen box set in here. Just simply called The Collection. It lifts off like that, and it's got albums, a certain number of albums that are within there. We got some Bob Dylan and some Depeche Mode and stuff like that. And then I got some Dream Theater that's in here. These are just live ones from Dream Theater, but 3 CDs, a DVD or 2 DVDs. Sometimes they're 4 and 5 disc sets. Death Angel, good thrash band here. Collects together 2 of their albums. We got the Ultraviolence and Frolic Through the Park, plus a Rarities disc and a DVD. Here's another collections one by the Doobie Brothers. That's a good one. And then this one in particular I like, where we've got the Def Leppard logo starting to form, and we're waiting on that 4th one there that I can't wait to put together into that. And here's another one that I just recently bought, Rick Derringer solo albums, 4 of them in here. And then I had already had the Derringer Band album, so now I get to put these together and have those out here. I've got a Deep Purple one, 4 CD live show box set. And we continue down. I'm going to move the camera here. Let's see if I can do this and just keep filming like that. We'll go right to the end of like that, and I'll slide down a little bit here to get into the frame. Faces, Foghat. Oh, Fandango, can't pass that one up. Joe Lynn Turner's band, 4 studio albums that they made together. If you don't know the album Cadillac from 1980, it's really good. It's sort of disco-infused rock, but I love it. Don't want to jump over Enough's Enough because I'm a big Enough's Enough fan. 3 CDs of rarities from before they were signed. But as I mentioned, so Faces, Foghat, we got a Fleetwood Mac box set here, The Chain, and then a Foreigner. This is a 2 CD anthology, but it's in the cardboard sleeve and everything, so it goes up here with the box sets. Deluxe edition album from Flying Colors. Big fan of Steve Morse. And we got a box set here of Geezer Butler from Black Sabbath, 3 CDs and a bonus disc of rarities. That one just came out relatively recent as well. Jane Loves Jezebel, 5 CD box set. And this is a cool one because it's in a clamshell style, individual sleeves. There is a booklet in it, but it comes with bonus tracks on all of these. So just tons and tons of extra material on that. A couple albums I could only get that way. Deluxe edition of Garbage. And a lot of these deluxe editions, the reason they're up here is not only because they're in the boxes, but they're multiple discs. For me, a single disc in a box doesn't make a box set. It has to be multiple discs to become a box set, in my opinion. So that's kind of how this is determined. Noel Gallagher, Geordie, Brian Johnson of AC/DC, his band before AC/DC, including this album here, which, let's see, what do they call it? Just Geordie Revisited on here, but they redid the music, remixed it in here. It came out as a solo album of Brian Johnson's when he was just joining AC/DC for the Back in Black album, and really, really good stuff. One of the only ways to get that album now. Girls' School, we got Roger Glover and the Butterfly Ball, cool little side project that he did. And this one here's got 3 discs in it. And cool alternative group, Gang of 4. If you don't know them, do check them out. This is a Rhino Records collection. Nice one from power metal band Halloween. This one here being 3 discs. We've got we got the Treasure Chest Best of 2 CD set, but we've also got Buried Treasure, a B-sides collection. And again, cool like that. And let me just slide this down if I can and get us a little closer so you guys can view better. Hopefully that was all right. Just keep this thing flowing. Got some Hawkwind in here. And then we got some George Harrison. In fact, 2 things from George Harrison. We've got an Iron Maiden, Best of the Beast. This is really hard to come by these days. It's in a cool book format style inside that kind of a slipcase. We've got NXS box set here. And then we've got a Judas Priest. This one here is Deluxe Edition 2 CD DVD set. Cool 4 CD one from Kiss Alive featuring the Millennium Concert. Only way to get it as part of this. That was originally intended to be a Live 4. We've got another 4 CD one from Kiss, Kiss Icons. I love this one because it focuses on their solo era. Cool Japanese band Loudness box set for their album On the Prowl. Comes in, it's just basically unfolds like that, but we get a booklet and everything in here, and it's got 3 CDs and a DVD. Little Feat, Rad Gumbo, another collection box set. Led Zeppelin 2 CD box set of the remasters. This was everything that wasn't on that original 4 CD box set. Another Led Zeppelin, some John Mellencamp in here. We got Mental as Anything, a cool Australian band. Collection of 5 of their albums. Nick Mason of Pink Floyd did 3 solo albums, and they put a box set collecting those out. And then we've got Primal Scream MC5, when these guys paired up together, and I was buying it really for the MC5 stuff. Monster Magnet Deluxe Edition, really just a deluxe one. That's not a multi-disc one. I probably shouldn't have it up there, but it's there. We've got a Mother Love Bone, cool one here that collects together a bunch of rarities and stuff. Municipal Waste Deluxe Edition box set. And we're finishing off here with some Yngwie Malmsteen, and we've got a cool New York Dolls Personality Crisis. This one here has, let's see, 5 CDs inside this one here. Live recordings and studio recordings from 72 to 75. And then No Doubt box set of theirs. All right, and let me slide the camera on down and we'll continue this. All right, so we're picking back up with the letter P here. We got some Alan Parsons album collection, into some Praying Mantis Police album collection, but this one's cool because it's got Flexible Strategies, a bunch of B-sides, outtakes, stuff like that. We got 2 from Tom Petty, Wildflowers box, but also a sort of anthology with some outtakes and stuff. It's just a deluxe edition Pink Floyd, but I love that. Got some more Floyd ones in here. We've got Pearl Jam for 10, 2 CD DVD. Iggy Pop, big into Iggy right now. This one here, we've got 7 discs in this one here. And it says, Where the Faces Shine, Volume 2, the official live experience from 82 to 89. And I liked it because it was from the 80s there. Iggy and the Stooges. This one here is a 4 CD box set called Born in a Trailer, 72 to 73. So it's got some outtakes in it, and that's why I like it. Got a little Queensryche box set for Operation Mindcrime, into some deluxe edition Queensryche ones for their albums. So as I grow this collection, I will be swapping out to just multi-disc box sets within these. Got a Queen collection here of their later era albums. It's the only one that I bought in the box like this. I already owned all the others and had bought most of those separately. This Rolling Stones box is a cool one. It is the singles from 71 to 2006. And you slide the top off of this one, and then boom, all their singles like that. Look how many are in this thing. And what's cool is they collected up all the B-sides and everything from those. Well, not putting this back together right. There we go. And so some of the singles have 10 tracks or so on them because they collected up all the different tracks from the different locations, countries, and that sort to do it. So we've got REO Speedwagon, 71 to 77 album collection. And we got some box sets from REM, starting with their earlier albums up through Green and stuff, and in through Automatic for the People, and so forth. Some deluxe ones, like Monster is in here. Let me adjust this camera because we're getting into more of this sort of stuff. Here's one for their BBC recordings. I don't remember how many that is. It's a lot in that one, I know. Let's flop that around. A little cool Joey Ramone box set. And we got one even here for the Reverend Horton Heat. Cool rockabilly band. Rancid, Let the Dominoes Fall. Love the multiple disc ones where they got like the album. This one here has got an acoustic album, and then we've got the making of DVD with it. So 2 CDs and a DVD. Cool Gwen Stefani limited edition one, back when CD cases mattered. That's to put CDs in. Not really a thing anymore like that, but that was cool. The Atlantic Years from Skid Row, all their Atlantic Records albums, and they're in digipacks. The Saints 4 CD box set of theirs. Got some Simple Minds going on in this one here. This is a 3 CD collection from 79 to 2013. And then I've got a whole bunch of these are all Smashing Pumpkins individual deluxe box sets for their albums and stuff, on up through a Steppenwolf box set of a lot of their albums. Magic Carpet Ride is the title of that one. See if I can keep spinning this around. Getting my head cut out of it, but you're not here for me. You're here for the music, right? Saxon, Lionheart, Scorpions 3 CD Besta. Oh, sorry, that's a Saxon one there. Scorpions is the one right after it. There you go, another 3 CD one for the Scorpions. A lot of these things are out of print and hard to come by now, so very glad that I picked these up when I did. Soundgarden. What is this one? Echo of Miles. I think it's the title of that. So many of these. Hard to keep track of them, but very cool the way stuff was printed on the plastic and then on the book itself. And then when it goes together like that, it makes a complete package that we get to see. Samson collection of albums, but also containing some alternate mixes of their albums, which makes it worthwhile to get that. Another one with 3 out-of-print albums there. Also have, or 2 out-of-print albums, but also a live show or some rarities and stuff. Southside Johnny, little box of albums there. And we got a Smiths. This is the Queen is Dead. Yep, sorry. Just always making sure I'm saying these things the right way. This one here is 3 CDs and DVD. We got some Slash in here. This is another one that's pretty recent here, a Slade live box set. 2 shows that had been out as albums, but then they added 2 more live shows to it. Another one here for the Stooges, the Funhouse Sessions. This one here, just everything they recorded, all the different takes. Not something I listen to often, but it's very cool to hear the progression of those tracks and stuff. Thunder, this one here is a gourmet guide to Thunder, the Joy of 6, because there was 3 6-song EPs that collected together into that. We've got Tiger Tales box set collecting together their albums. And then we've got T-Rex. Sorry, there we go. Collecting together a bunch of stuff, plus 2 discs of rarities in that. And a lot of these, that's the stuff I'm looking for, is the rarities and things. Johnny Thunders box set. This is for the Que Sera Sera Resurrected edition of the album. Mike Tramp, White Lion, website only release. It's got 4 CDs and DVD that's in here, but a lot of cool, all unreleased material. And another from Mike Tramp, also website only release in jewel cases. I love my jewel cases. Cool Tank numbered box set edition on the Metal Mind. This is number 144. Don't know what it was. Out of 1,000. So not even that many. Wonder what that's going for. I'll have to look that one up when we're done here. All right. 13th Floor Elevators, collecting 4 albums from them. Tyler from the Dogs D'Amour, collecting a bunch of stuff together from him. Ultravox 4-CD box set, 80s New Wave group. UFO BBC Sessions. This one here is 5 CDs, but a DVD's included too in that. Got a couple of U2 in here. We've got a Vandenberg 2012. This is a cool one here. Vanilla Fudge box set. That's a Rhino Records handmade one. Just want to open that because it's just such a nice thing with the discs in the back like that. I've got a White Zombie box set that's here. I've got a, actually, yeah, there is another one that's out here. This one is the book format. They're slightly different, but do have some of the same stuff appear on them. But there you go, 2 White Zombie box sets, collecting early rare stuff by them. We have a Neil Young 4-CD box set that at the time, this was the only way to get Time Fades Away, so I picked it up just for that. And we finished things off here with a Yes box set and a ZZ Top album collection box set. This one here being From a Page, which collects together the stuff from, I believe, Oliver Wakeman's time period in the group. So some studio recordings plus live that he did. And there you go. That is 150 box sets of the little mini ones that stack up along the top of my collection. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that and can see all that stuff along there that we just ran through. But certainly if you've enjoyed it, consider sharing out on social media to help spread the word, but also comment, like, and don't forget to subscribe. Take care, everyone. Have a good one, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.